No, you're not cooked. But stick around and watch the video because there'll be some important insights in here. The original video, on screen, it says, "You're crazy, no one could ever love you." And then I come out and blast with the didgeridoo and be like, "Let's get that voice out of your head." I asked, whose voice did you read that in? This person says, it was my own voice. And for anybody else that felt like, oh, I read that in my own voice, this video is for you. The reason you read it in your own voice is because whoever said that to you first said it to you at a state where you were super vulnerable, super open, and then you internalized that dialogue and you started repeating that in your own voice. Like, recognize that no child is born with a knowledge of the English language, which is the language that I was using in that video. No child is born with, "I'm crazy, I'm unlovable." Somebody tells that to them. And it might be something that you heard when you were a baby. Like, think about, maybe you were in utero, you were still in the womb, and your father tells your mother, "You're crazy, how could anybody fucking love you?" That might be why it's happening in your voice. Now, it doesn't mean that you're cooked, though. It doesn't mean that you can't reprogram that. What you have to do is, first of all, is you have to accept that at a certain point in your life, you had to develop survival mechanisms. Like, you had to do things just to survive. And as you got older, some of those survival mechanisms you let go of, but some of them you didn't. And now as an adult, you're maybe wanting to do a little bit better. You're trying to be the best version of yourself. You're trying to work on your anger. You're trying to be a version of yourself that is like less torturous to be. And that's commendable. But a lot of the times you're going to get preyed on through this like spiritual, personal development, capitalistic, cannibalistic kind of industry that we live in. If I can convince you that you're not enough, you'll buy my program titled "You Are Enough." You see where I'm going with this? And so here's the concept that I want you to roll with. If you read "You're crazy, no one could ever love you" in your own voice, what I want you to do, instead of trying to get that voice out of your head, is go to the mirror every day and look at yourself and say it to yourself. Now, I know what you're probably thinking is like, everything I've said or learned online says, words manifest into reality. And while that is true, something that also manifests into reality is the words that you don't say. And so, for instance, you might be avoiding people calling you crazy because you haven't let those words out of your own mouth. You haven't returned the words to whoever said them to you originally. Go to your bathroom mirror or something and go say those words out loud to yourself and notice what happens. Notice if you can even get the words up. If there's tears or anything like that that come up, let them come up. But let these words come up and out of your mouth so that way they don't just live inside your body and corrode at you. And my invitation, go do that and come back and let me know what your experience was in the comments. Okay? And there's no wrong way to do this. By the way, don't trip. You're not going to manifest someone else to call you crazy. If anything, it'll be immediate. You'll be the one calling yourself crazy. And what you'll realize, again, is that someone else put that into your field, into your mind, and you just internalized it. And so the way to get it out is to reduce your standoffishness or anxiousness to it by exposing yourself to it. It's like microdosing the poison so that it doesn't, when you get bit, it's not, you have a tolerance to it, right? Seek discomfort before discomfort seeks you. That's what this is about. So anyway, go watch, look at yourself, say some of those things, and maybe experiment with what are some other things? You're emotionally too much. No one can handle you. No one can love you. Say that to yourself in the mirror. I guarantee you there's going to be something inside you that's like, this isn't true. I don't believe this. Get in contact with that. Get in contact with it. But you'll never get in contact with it if you're too afraid to face the words, again, that are trapped inside your body. So anyway, go do it. Come back. Let me know in the comments what happened.